bike.
Stunt.
All right, a beautiful shot of the beach and a little change up. We moved the Flatland venue right here to the main part of the venue, and a look at our start list, our top 10 riders from the semifinals coming into the finals, looking for X Games gold and an invitation to Summer X and the U.S. Steve Swope by my side, going to be making the call here. Steve, we've seen a lot of these Euros ride before. This is a great opportunity for these guys to qualify for Summer X.
Absolutely, and we're going to start off with last year's X Games gold medalist and current top-ranked flatland rider Martti Kuoppa from Finland. He's one of the most original riders on the circuit. He's got a lot of moves and some of the hardest tricks in the book, and he happens to throw them down every time he touches the bike. So you can really watch Martti, a lot of original moves. Ooh, little bump in there to one of the photographers. Example of Martti's style.
Using all the obstacles.
Absolutely. Making a lot of switches. No-handed switch right there, changing his feet position, making that trick very difficult. Using his feet mostly. Martti takes off his hands quite a bit. Nice little style ride out there from Martti. Check this out. Up over the head tube, spinning like crazy, pedaling the bike like a unicycle, although that's not direct drive. You cannot pedal the bike backwards, making it much more difficult. Another switch right there, full 360 up on the front wheel and riding it out clean. That's why Martti Kuoppa is ranked #1.
97.67 points, looking good, and here's how it works. 10 riders, 90 seconds per run, best of 2 runs on a 100-point scale.
And that best of 2 runs makes a big difference. Able to throw out their low score. If they get a bad first run, come in, throw it down their second run, and there you go. Phil Dolan up to bat, one of the top riders in the world from the UK. Now residing in Spain, so he can ride year-round.
Yeah, he's liking the sunshine there in Spain, for sure.
Nice place to be. Check that out on the front wheel, coast around in a hitchhiker. Watch for the switches, watch the feet. Increasing the level of difficulty, lots of switches there with his bars backwards. Another tail whip. And another position change. Every little switch caused the trick to be more difficult. The longer the length, the longer he's on the front wheel, the tougher it gets. And look at that, 96.5 for Phil.
All right, and here we go with the Spaniard. His buddy's Vicky. This is Jorge Gomez from Madrid. We've seen this guy ride a couple times in the States. Not so much success here, but I'll tell you what, looking pretty smooth here in the home soil.
That's right, he's got his home countrymen behind him, riding really well, qualifying in first place in the prelim, so he's the #1 guy to beat here in the finals and looking really good so far. He's got a lot of switch combinations. One right there, all the way to the other side of the bike. Keep an eye on his feet. They move quick, lots of difficulty, and a nice smooth ride out from Jorge, also known as Vicky to his friends. Coasting on the front wheel and watch for the change onto the back wheel.
Check it out.
Ooh, little dab down. That won't hurt him too bad, though.
And now that you mention that, let's talk about judging a little bit. Judges looking to see these guys link as many tricks as possible without touching.
That's right. They've got 90 seconds to do as many tricks as possible. They want to see some original moves, some creative moves, and long links don't hurt. The longer you spend doing a trick, the harder it gets. And look at that. Huge score for Jorge, 98, putting him into first place.
There's your leaderboard. Jorge Gomez sits on top. Martti Kuoppa in second. Phil Dolan in third. Rounding it out, the Frenchman, Alex Jumelin, with 87.75 points. So 1 run down, 1 to go. Jorge Gomez sitting in a great spot on top, looking for a title, taking it away from X Games champion Martti Kuoppa. Dude coming at you, Alex Jumelin from France. This guy's sitting third in the Hoffman Bike Series in 2001 for Flatland. Pretty good, but right now sitting in 10th place after 1 run, trying to improve on that here.
One of the top guys, expected to do really well here. Had some problems in his first run. See what he's got in his second run. Nice move right there. Alex with some quick, fast-moving feet. All kinds of style moves from Alex. A couple of mistakes going to keep him back in 7th place. This is Mike Steingraber out of Germany.
So you get a good German rock opera cranking up in the background too. That'll help you out.
Oh yeah. Mike, always one of the top guys. Got a unique bike setup, no front brakes. Taking second in last year's X Games in San Francisco. Always one of the top guys and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. On the front front wheel, keeping it slow. Nice switch right there.
And 92.25 points, his first run score going to stick. He's already qualified for Summer X with that silver from last year, so he's in good shape. Matti Rose up next from Germany.
Taking 8th place in last year's Summer X game in San Francisco. Always one of the top guys, can light it up at any time.
Had a little bit of trouble in his first run, currently sitting in 4th place, trying to step up a little bit, see if he can earn himself an invitation to Summer X.
That was one of his goals coming down here. Trying to compete, get an invite spot to the games. And check this out, over the head tube, and a nice big switch, making the jump. Right back into the spin and out. Huge run for Matti. Gotta be psyched with that. Nice comeback after laying down his bike earlier in his run. Lining up with some pinky squeaks, a nice switch onto the front wheel. Seamless switch, making it look easy. Wow, Matti coming back with a nice run. Second time around.
Say what you will, he makes it look smooth, but it don't look easy.
No, absolutely not. These guys literally ride 8 to 10 hours a day, perfecting all these moves. And another spin again, making that huge jump. Wow, Matti Rose with a big time run, finishing strong.
He ain't done yet. The fat lady has not sung on this one.
He's
Matti
still
Rose
going.
working on it. Trying to link one more big set for the judges.
Get it, Tiger. That's gonna do it. Check this out. Over the head tube, making a giant jump onto the back wheel, making it look easy.
All right, 94 points, his first run. That's the one that's gonna stick. 4th place for Matti Rose. All right, and Matti looking pretty happy. He knows he can't do any worse than 4th, and that could be enough to get him to Summer X. Phil Dolan and Martti Kuoppa are both pre-qualified for Summer X, and Jorge Gomez, your top qualifier, looking for that invitation as well. Our top 3 riders coming up next. Bicycle Stunt Flatland from the X. Welcome back to Barcelona. Our Flatland finals underway. 3 riders to go. One of them, Martti Kuoppa, who won last year's Summer X Gold. Take a look.
He goes from no speed whatsoever, the right angle, spinning action, no-handed even. Martti Kuoppa with an original move, and he pulls out of that trick. San Francisco, California. Make some noise for Martti Kuoppa with one of the most unreal tricks in competition. And we've got our current.
Well, that was the gold in 2000, and Marty's got his invitation to 2001, but here to represent in Europe, Martti Kuoppa currently sitting in the number 2 spot, trying to move it on up.
And he can throw down some of the biggest moves in the sport today. A lot of original moves Martti invented. Cross-footed hitchhiker right here. Nice big switch coming around to the front of the bike. So many difficult moves in Flatland. These guys literally spend 8 to 10 hours a day perfecting the moves. No-footed flip right there with his feet, not using his hands at all. Another Martti original. Wow, so many switches this guy has. Judges have a hard time keeping track of all Martti's tricks. Throws them down so quick, so precise. That's why he's the top gun right now, too. Taking home the Bicycle Stunt Series year-end title belt. Last year's X Games champ. He is the one to beat.
Yeah, Martti goes with a basic scuffing trick for about 4 seconds and then switches up into something insane.
Makes it so tough. Just keep your balance. Stay on your bike. Signature Kuoppa move right here. No-handed spin over the head tube. Nice. Martti laying it down clean. No-handed hang 5, trying to switch it up. Ooh, goes down, all the way down.
That's the takedown right there.
He got taken down. One of Martti's signature moves, usually pulls that off clean. Usually don't see Martti rolling around on the asphalt. He's always dialed. See if he can get it again. Coming in right here. Now he goes for the switch.
And check him out, switching up and getting like 4 tricks in there. Difficult moves and a little trouble. Let's see how he's feeling.
I was really surprised that I rode good because I've been having a hard time lately. But it was really, really tight contest. Like everybody rode really good and much better than in the US. So that was like one of the hardest contests I ever been to.
All right, and here comes Phil Dolan, currently sitting in 3rd place, looking to bump it up to the silver or gold.
Martti leaving the door open just a little bit, not dialing his run in as he usually does. A couple of the other guys might see an opening there to punch up. Phil, one of the guys that can do it, got a unique style, definitely his own style of riding. On the front wheel.
Well, Martti had a great first run score, over 97 points, so Phil going to have to really take it up a level.
He's got quite a few moves. He can throw down a lot in a hurry. If he doesn't step off and make a few mistakes, he could do it. Lots of switches, staying on the front wheel for a long time. Setting up for his next move right there in the center of the course, leaving lots of space.
Yeah.
Little dip right there. I don't think he meant to go onto the back wheel. Trying to throw something else together with that combo. Back into it now. Yeah, Phil, all these guys like to watch their competitors do well. It's not that competitive. They always like to see each other ride well. Have a lot of fun at night, hanging out at the pier, riding till 2 or 3 in the morning. Everybody's having a good time in Spain. Still on the front wheel and laying that one down clean.
That was a big fat link right there. Judge is going to be stoked with that. And Phil doing it, you know, watching these guys do this and link all these tricks together, that's what just blows my mind, is that these guys can do this link after link after link. And we've seen them go for, 30, 45 seconds sometimes.
That's right. Some of the guys can do one link their entire 90-second run. Here's Phil throwing down some of his best moves over the front of the bike, making a switch right there on the side of the bike, and another foot position switch. What the judges like to see, landing him in 3rd place currently.
His first run score sticking as well. And our last rider, top seed, Jorge Gomez from Madrid, Spain. He's the current leader. Nothing to lose right here, so you lay it all down.
That's right. He's got a huge score. Marty's already gone twice, so he knows he's got a better score than Martti. He's already got a better score than Phil, so he can only go up from here. Starting off his run pretty nicely. Vicky, the home countryman, has had some tough luck in the United States competing, but pressure's on here, and he seems to be fine with it.
Well, being the top seed, you get to watch everybody ride. He doesn't know what the other 2 guys' scores are, but he knows how they rode, so I'm sure he's going to lay it all out right here.
That's true, and you could say the pressure is off. And definitely throwing down some big moves, pulling them all clean. It's right into the cross-footed, back out. There was about 4 tricks right there. Jorge pulling them all clean. Wow, he's really riding well. Second run allows you to throw down your hardest moves, even the ones you don't have dialed. If you've got a great first score, which he does.
I like that cross-footed switch up right there. Just couldn't hang on to it there.
Nice. But again, that's something he didn't do in his first run, trying to throw in some extra difficulty to up that huge first run score.
And that's the one that sticks, 98 points even.
Wow. There we go.
There's that cross-footed switch up. I'm loving.
So you know what that means.
That means that Jorge Gomez, on his way to the Summer X Games, took the qualifying spot right there in Spain in front of all of his hometown people. Jorge Gomez taking gold. Martti Kuoppa earned silver, and Phil Dolan earning European X Games bronze. So there you go. How stoked is he? He just found out he is winning that trip to Summer X. Sweet.
Party time for Jorge.
It's a dream for me. It's a dream. So I'm very, very happy. I can't believe that.
All right, so Jorge Gomez taking European X Games gold and earning that invitation to Summer X. It was switch-footed moves like that earned him that gold. Going to see him at the show.